Good evening, everybody. My name is V. Now, nobody knows me. It's cool. It's all good stuff. I ran across something recently. Been wanting to do some webcast and decided I'd give it a shot. It's called the 365 Challenge. Well, it's not what it's called, but it's what I decided to call it. What that is every day of the year, starting today, January 1st, 2011, I'm going to do something new. By something new, it could be something basically it's something I've never done before. Now, it's harder than you would think. Right across all these ideals, you have things like go and buy a stranger flowers and give it to a random stranger on the street. Guess what? Done that before. Go and eat a new dish. Done that before. Tend to be pretty outgoing. Very interesting. Really don't have very many social boundaries, to be honest. So, what I'm going to do tonight, never done it before. I was just looking up some stuff on my computer, which is behind the camera here, on how to fold a paper crane, an origami crane. I know nothing about origami, other than what I've seen on one page over here on how to fold a paper crane. And I'm going to do that tonight. And my goal throughout the year is to fold 1,000 paper cranes. I'm just going to start with the one tonight and go from there. Now, I was looking online, and there are some things on there that, I'm thinking origami, paper crane. Pick this ideal because it's the easiest one to start out with, meaning I really wasn't planning ahead. But the problem is that I don't have origami paper. So I was kind of looking down here, so I'm going to have to improvise. They say one of the things that you need is origami paper, which is supposed to be a four-sided piece of paper. On one side it's one color, on the other side it's other. Like I said, I don't have origami paper. What I do have is holiday Christmas cards. And what comes with holiday Christmas cards but the envelope that comes in it. Now I want to introduce you to somebody first because you're going to see me looking down at them a lot. Hold on, let me go back. Just so you know, I have several cats and they like to get in my way. They're sniffing at some of the things I set up to get going this evening. But hopefully, as time goes on, these challenges are going to get a little bit more entertaining. I just got to start out with something light this evening and go from there. Come on, get down. Cats, very distracting. So here, let me show you what I got. So what we have here is the envelope for a Christmas card. And the first thing I have to do is cut this into a perfect square. Oops. So what I'm doing is I got to make this into a perfect square. Get that trash later. Which means I'm going to have to find me a ruler. Nothing's perfect, didn't plan this. Here. So I don't have a ruler. Well, I do, but it would require me to do a lot more work than I wanted to get into today. So, nobody knows me, but I actually am a father. And just recently had a baby about a month and 2 days ago, November 30th of 2010. And there's this baby book right here. I just found it, and I got a pretty good idea. So what I'm going to do is, look, perfect square. Pretty small perfect square, so that'll make it more interesting. And I'm just going to draw that in and cut it out. So let's do that. Yep. And yep. Square. Square. And one more side. Nights like this would be more interesting if I was somebody else, probably. So here we have a perfect origami square, kind of small, so we'll see how this turns out. I'll be right back. I gotta look at the first page of instructions and Okay, so this stuff starts out pretty simple, from what I understand. First, you want to take the paper, fold it in half with the colored side out. And origami paper's colored to make this easier. Now this is it's not going to be perfect. It'll be very interesting because I don't cut a perfect square. You get this. Repeat that. I go in this direction. To get this. So we got this. And then we want to go diagonally with the white side out, like so. It's going to be so messed up. We might call it papers, something or other. And then repeat that process, go on the other diagonal with the white side out. So, yeah, this is not a perfect square, so I'm doing the best I can to get this. Kind of small, hope you all can see it. So we have like this star pattern like so. Alright, we got next step. So I'm cheating a little. I had to kind of do it there while I stand with the instructions. So you take the paper, white side facing out, and you fold the two edges up like so to get a little square. Like that. And then on each side, you take this and you fold it over so that the edges line up. So, see? Do that for each side. I mean, really hard because this is kind of small. It is improvised, and I'm pretty certain at some point I'll screw this up. Okay, so you have one side is like that. Flip it over. And do the other side the same way. I think. Let me see here. So it's like that. Let me go check. It's taking longer than I thought it would, but that's okay. We have this side, so we do the same thing here. We do the fold. It looks different because the way the flaps work, but it's the same. You just want to fold it over like so. The lines, edges lined up. And then do the same on this side. And this is so going to be screwed up. It's okay. Improvise. So now we have this little shaped thing like that. So, alright, let's go see what's next. So now what we're going to do is create a crease with this upper section. You can see it. Just fold it down like so. So you get a little diamond. And then you want to open it up. Watch me be doing this wrong. This is what happens when you do stuff on the web from a website. Fold it down hard in this direction. Like so. I have no clue if I'm doing this right or not. Alright, then it says to open up one side, so you get this. And let's see. Okay, it says to lay this sucker flat, but because I don't have a flat surface in front of me, we're going to do this. So, as we said, I opened it up. So we have the open side like here. You're supposed to open it up like so. Get it here. When you open it up, because all the creases, it creates a diamond, and the sides will fold in. And you get this, like so. Pretty cool, huh? And it says to repeat for the other side. So let's open up the flaps on this side, like so. Pull up. Oh, and the cat gets a chair in its face. Okay. And you got the hard crease there, remember from before. And we're going to bring this down like so. The sides will come in. So we have a diamond on both sides. And the center has that little thing. We're getting there. Alright, hold on. Okay, so now's the interesting thing. So now you have this. See how it's like that? Then you have this side, which is like this, right? So you want to take on the side that's like this, if I'm getting this correct. And you notice it's going to be kind of rough to do, but you take this flap on each side and you fold it over. What you're doing is you're lining up the edges. Let me just do this here and I'll show you. It's going to be really tiny. Try to cut me out a bigger piece, but you work with what you got. Hey, psst, get down. Cats. You get that. You're going to do the same thing for this side. Like so. It's going to be a really tiny baby crayon, I'm telling you what. Like so. You get that. And you flip it over. And you do the same thing on this side. Like so. And this way. Like so. So now we have this small, tiny figurine like that. Thinking I'm doing good. Okay, now we're getting tricky. Let's see if I can get this. So it says to fold. When we left off, it's like this. It says to fold the flap over, like so. So we get a thing that looks like this. And then it says to take, well, probably looking at it like this would be easier. It says to take this lower open end flap and fold it up so that it reaches the upper reaches like this. And then it says to fold over two flaps. So I'm guessing on the back side, I'm guessing to take 1, 2, actually like so. I just want to say first off that this whole origami thing without a table is really interesting. So, alright, so let's try this and see if this is what it meant. So we're at this stage. I fold everything over. It says to repeat the step like so. So now we have something that looks like that. I know it's not perfect. That's what we got. And it says to now I'm lost. Hold on. I will say that I am completely and utterly lost. So let's try this. Okay, so let's put this back the way it was, which is like so. It says to fold two flaps over at this point. So I'm guessing like that. And then repeat for the other lower half. Like that. It says to fold two flaps over. Okay, so I'm going to send this off for editing for people to look at because I'm completely and utterly lost. I think the lesson learned here is try something different because right now, let's see, let's do this. Let's go back to what we had originally. So we folded this up, two flaps from the back side, fold that up, and what do we have? We have an origami flower of sorts. It's called the origami flower. That'll be my first failed attempt. I still have some learning to do. I'm going to have to go out and buy origami paper. But I think I'm going to call that a wrap because this is getting kind of long. And I'm actually getting... I don't think I can do with this small piece of paper. Next time I'll do it over at the table so I can show a little better. We'll get the camera pointed down at the origami. And we'll edit that in. It's like, I wonder if it can get the quack. No, it's like, quack, quack, quack. Okay, I'm weird. Alright, here we go. Good night.